A pleasure to meet y'all at last. And so today, it is currently kind of early in the morning, so I also will apologize that if I sound a little too quiet, then well, it's probably for at least a couple good reasons, but once again, you're probably noticing that camera's getting a bit shaky, mainly because of some strain that I'm going to be getting in my joints every time I hold an object like this for too long on one hand, so I have to keep switching it between hands to do it. So, I guess it's pretty obvious that you're seeing me do it a lot now. But anyways, that's not really the point because right now, it's clear that I had just gotten 1,500 videos on my channel uploaded. 1,500 of them. And I can confirm right now that 200 videos ago, or at least 200 videos ago by now, more than that, I had done a milestone challenge where I went ahead and bought Need for Speed Heat. But I feel like that was a little crummy right there. So, I suppose that eventually I might have to do a different milestone challenge, but the sad truth is, my mind's been made up. I won't be doing a milestone challenge for 1,500 videos. Although, I kind of got something special planned for 1,600 videos, which is in fact less than 100 videos from now. There's at least 95 more videos I have to upload, but with the usage of the 9 extra Hot Wheels Hilarity episodes, plus all the remainder of the Gaming with Kaiju Force Neo episodes, not to mention some more Honest J. Nowak episodes, which I'm probably going to have to record more if I have to, I should be able to get to 1,600 in as little as a couple of weeks. Maybe even longer than that, depending on my routine, but in any case, I'm basically just spending a lot of my time on my channel getting as much content of mine uploaded as I can. And I do know that I've also been picking up some more attention here and there. I've gotten some more comments, I've gotten at least a few new subscribers, but I suppose I can't be sure if I'm ever going to get to that point where I will actually be able to be a part of the partnership program and start monetizing all my videos. I can't entirely be sure if it's going to be at all possible. Though one thing's for sure. As long as I keep the work up, the good work up, not the bad or the ugly, I know I should be able to get to my goal. I should be able to meet the standards that I have put together myself. And no matter what I'm actually going to be doing, I will hopefully be able to get to that spot. 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours over a course of 12 months. And of course, it'll be a great time once I finally have that put into play. I have both of those things put together. I meet the requirements that YouTube's been giving us for not even 2 years after the adpocalypse took place, and I guess from then on out, if I ever do get to that point, I can always just keep working at this point. I still do, in fact, have a lot that I want to go over. But for the moment, the plans that I have set into play, especially with finishing up the current seasons of Gaming with Kaiju Force Neo, not to mention all those extras that I'm pretty much putting together at the moment for Hot Wheels Hilarity Season 3. So this way, I'll finally be able to say that it'll be all over. Season 3 will be done with 29 episodes. 4 more than the second season. And hopefully, I can't really be sure of it, but if I do have plans to put in a lot more episodes, then I suppose that it might be worthy. But now, I'm just going to say real quick that aside from all the good stuff that I've gotten, I can't really say much about any of the bad stuff that'll take place, especially with the COPPA effect starting to come around. Child Online Privacy Protection Act, or anything of that sort, it's going to start hurting a lot of creators' careers. And the sad truth is, even though I have had myself the obligation to have employment outside of YouTube, it probably wouldn't have been in the best interest to simply have a second way of receiving income. But that's just not really to say that I don't like employment that I'll have outside of YouTube, but I'll just more likely be grateful that I'll have some other way of getting by in case YouTube fails for me. So, right now, I suppose it's probably not going to be a good time to touch a lot of that parts, but after December 10th, I guess we'll find out what happens next. If COPPA does in fact start going through with what it originally intended, not to mention a lot of creators out there are actually going to be quitting YouTube just for these new policies and standards that have been pretty much killing off a lot of monetization efforts, not to mention blocks on certain videos, removal of some videos. I've seen it happen a lot now. It's almost to the point at which I'm more than just afraid that any of my own videos might get wiped off without a good reason. I can ultimately say that YouTube might not have been the best suggestion for a career, for any kind of job whatsoever, but it is what it is. I put a lot of money towards keeping this channel alive as possible. And the fact that it's been at least 11 years, going on 12, since I actually started this, it's fair for me to say, anything goes now. Whatever I possibly have, whatever takes place, I'm certainly hoping that none of which are going to be as negative as a lot of things out there in recent times has come around. But anyhow, even after December 10th, I still can't be, since we're not at that point yet, I probably shouldn't worry too much about it, but I can't ultimately put a finger on it or two about what kind of problems might come around if COPPA is not going to start killing off creators or destroying monetization in any way. I mean, who knows what's going to happen. But now that I've said all this, I can't ultimately be sure of what will happen. And now I might as well try and move on from all this, because the drama that's been coming around recently because of COPPA, not to mention a lot of other issues that have been sweeping the YouTube community itself, it's been really, really bothersome. And so I'm just going to have to get going right away. Just me getting out of a shower. Probably find somewhere else to start vlogging in. Lots of places I've tried. Hardly any of them have worked, because they're not full of detail, full of character, full of background, full of texture in any way, as opposed to this. But anyhow, if you want to see more, go down to my channel anytime before December 10th, anytime before anything at all happens because of COPPA taking place. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.